Hey everyone, welcome back. Now it's been a bit of a while since my last video perhaps. Been pretty much working on a couple other projects here and there that I have thought about making video for but haven't really got around to it. Though with that being said, I have gone around looking at a couple group builds going on and found one that's actually local to me within pretty much within my region where I live. So the group build actually is based on build anything you want with the restriction being it can't be an American based build. So pretty much from what my understanding was, it can't be anything from North or South American. And so pretty much anywhere else but there. That's the main theme of the build. So because I'd really mostly build North American based vehicles with the occasional foreign vehicle, figured this would be a good opportunity to build some kits I've had for a while that I just haven't gotten around to into quite some bit. So with that being said, the kit that I'm going to be working on throughout the group build actually is going to be this old Tamiya Mercedes-Benz 500 SEC Lorinser. Now this kit here I've had for about a year and a half to 2 years, just about. I've had a couple ideas of what I want to do for this, but just never got around to it. And being a very nice German sports car, figured this would be something interesting to build. Now, there's not really much information about on the box where this kit originated from, but it does have a copyright date of 1983 right at the top corner. Not sure if it will focus in, but so there's that. So it's quite an old Tamiya kit. So pretty much all of it haven't really taken anything out of the baggies. So pretty much got the instructions here. It's your standard, more larger style booklet, gives you a bit of instructions or early acknowledgement of what to do for the kit and all the introductory to everything. What's kind of cool here is that it shows you how to build up the motor and how it's supposed to look like when it's fully built, which looks quite nice. The only thing though is it's not in color, so pretty much have to coordinate, look at pictures what there might be. So gives you quite a bit of information. Also gives you a couple diagrams on how the actual vehicle would end up building up as, which is quite impressive, giving full picture illustrations on everything. And one of the unique features I see is that for the kit for this car is that it has different pattern seat. It has a gradient seat inlay of blocky colors. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm thinking to replicate that, it's pretty much grab paint on a toothpick and just color in each section, unless there's something else that would help out with that. And of course, on your back, you have the full diagram for the decal instructions and the parts list. So it's pretty much that. Of course, have the Tamiya Model Club acknowledgements. Probably a little bit too late to sign up now, but never know what may happen. So put that to the side. So getting into the parts, got the windshield piece, which is all molded as one with the side and back window, tail lights and headlights. and what looks to be here some lower marker lights. Everything's looking pretty good on these. Then some more parts here. Get some of this stuff opened. Now, it's been for building a German vehicle. The last German vehicle I built, I believe, was a BMW 635 CSI sports car that was released by Monogram in the early 80s. But that was way before doing the YouTube channel stuff, so since then haven't really done anything like that. So figured since got BMW, might as well be building up a Mercedes as well. So here's some more of the parts, like got the interior seats, which are, and with all the parts mostly, they're mostly molded in gray. So overalls look fair. Nothing too crazy, though. Does have for the car, it does have a nicely molded car phone with raised details. And then looks here the optional choice between between your steering wheels having raised spoke detail or having a cushion pad. So that's quite nice. You got your side skirts to go with the body kit, which you also have the front bumper and the front lip right here. Quite nice. It's got the snowflake styled rims, which are nicely painted up in this satin finish. May give it a little bit of a black wash to bring out the detail, or perhaps I'm kind of leaning towards doing maybe a gold wash on these to make them similar like Firebird rims, since that's the kind of vibe I'm getting off from these. So those are quite nice. And got the wheel and tire package, which pretty much looks like just regular tires. There might be some detail on here if I can get the bag open. So yeah, looking at the tires, they're all pretty much the uniform size, but they do have some. Let's see, they are, what are these? Pirelli Centurios multi-condition tires, I believe. Of course, got a good amount. The tire lettering doesn't exactly show up well on camera, but it is there, which is a nice touch to have. Some kits will just have basic generic tires with no information on them. So that's good. So put those to the side. Then got the chassis tub right here, which for when I was looking at this kit, I was surprised. What made me get this kit actually back a couple years ago or so is that it actually is a full kit, as it comes with an engine and buildable undercarriage, which is something you don't really find all that often in most Tamiya kits, which is a good bonus. So there's a bit of detail, like you have the frame structure and the subframes. It's looking pretty good. Pretty much we'll end up just paint this the same body color as the car, and then just go in with a paintbrush and just paint up the frame separately, along with possible other suspension components. And we got quite a large parts tree actually here, consisting of the majority of the parts actually, as going through. So you have stuff like the multi-piece dash, and upper and lower dashboard. Then you got your front suspension control arm module, which for being all molded open, that's quite a lot of detail to be incorporated into one piece. Then separate pieces for the interior trim with the paneling and that grab handles. Then you got the rear suspension set up with the supports and brake discs. A couple more parts mainly for the engine, like you got your intake, your timing cover, and a couple other parts here and there I'm not sure of for right now. Then what looks to be an engine support, or the crossmember support in the engine bay. Then we got the interior tub, which is pretty basic, but how I can see is that it'll be painted up one color, and then once you get the paneling installed, it'll be a two-tone interior, and much easier to do that way, I'm guessing. And got quite the exhaust setup, having the dual exhaust all the way through, going from the catalytic converters all the way to the exhaust manifold and out the back. So those are pretty good. And then one of the parts they don't have there is the hood. As a while ago, when I was playing around with ideas for the kit, I got bored with some of my masking tape and masked off a design. If I was to say build this as a custom lowrider car, so pretty much doing intricate line work, trying to see if I can get everything symmetrical looking, which it is for the most part, but there are a few edges and curves that are a bit out of proportion from each other. So I may end up going that route, but depending on how things go, I'm thinking just do one solid color for now, as the current color actually I'm looking at doing the car is that it's in this it's molded in this nice gray, kind of like a gunmetal gray. But how I'm thinking is, I did this on another build quite a while ago, where it was on a Jaguar XJ220, where used a black base coat and then took some chrome paint, painted over top of it, and it gave a shadow finish. So it was a nice gloss finish that did have some nice dark shadowing to it to make it look like a more satin finish, but still being shiny at the same time. So that's how I'm kind of looking how this would be going, and then do the cladding and side trim in the secondary color, which I'm thinking may end up being either a black or medium gray, just to offset the contrast. So there's quite a few ideas to be had with it. Just a matter of pretty much figuring out what to do for paint and getting everything together. As the weather is starting to get colder now, it's a little bit more difficult to paint, but it is still manageable. So that's pretty much how that's going. Then trying to see here, actually looking here, is that trying to see if by chance I actually have one of the decal sheets, as that seems like something that I didn't quite show. So okay, I'll have to see what there is for the decal sheet. So yeah, that's a little bit of an afterthought that didn't really think of, but otherwise that's something to worry about later. Yeah, but overall, that's pretty much an overview of the kit and what some of the plans are for the kit. So yeah, I think that'll pretty much be it for this. this video, I do have some more videos in the near future that I'm looking to have out next, hopefully, couple days or so. So that'll be that. So until then, see you next time.